Alright mud lovers, how you doing? If you're new here, I'm Si, I'm a Thames Mudlark and I look for treasure here in London and all over the UK when the tide goes out. I'm passionate about the history and mystery of these objects and I want to share with you my top 10 finds that I've had in 2022, starting with number 10. Well guys, can you see that? I just got a signal, I flicked it over. Looks like it's a cat badge from where I'm standing. Go on, be complete. Oh, what? Oh my God. That's amazing. Oh, wow. I love it. Don't know what it is yet, but I love it. Oh wow, that's oh I don't know actually, South Africa. Wow. Oh, almost did my usual trick of dropping it back. That's a beauty. Hey, get in. Oh man, I'm really happy with that. I haven't found a cat badge in ages, but that's a stunner. Really happy with that. Woohoo! So when we think of cat badges and wars, we usually think of World War I and World War II, but this is from the Boer War in South Africa. There were two Boer Wars, and this is from the second one, from 1899 to 1902, as seen here on the badge. It also has the words Rifle Brigade in the middle. This regiment was formed in 1800 to provide sharpshooters, scouts and skirmishers during war. They became an established regular regiment and were titled the 95th Regiment of Foot, and were distinguished by their use of green uniforms in place of the traditional redcoats, as well as being armed with Baker rifles. They later formed into the Royal Green Jackets. The person who won this cat badge would have seen action from a number of historic battles. As with all the items that I find, imagine if this one could tell us about its owner. So that cat badge would have been awarded to someone in battle during the Boer War. It's crazy to think why it's ended up in the Thames, and you'll be asking yourself that question many more times during this video. We also find bottles here on the Thames, and this one is a cracker, my 9th best find of the year. Oh, full torpedo ball, boys! Come and have a look! Look down, look down, look down on my feet. Look at that beauty! Oh, look at that! I'm hoping it's complete. It looks all out. What do you reckon, Alex? Good one, eh? There we go, look! Oh man, look, see if we can get the something says, something like other, something water.
Looks like a good one.
Whoa,
wow!
Look at that beauty!
Fantastic!
Oh man, I'm chuffed up. I can't remember the last time I found a torpedo bottle.
Don't you have many?
Not really. No, they're rare. Well, for me they are. I couldn't find them a lot, but it says Islington.
Lovely.
Yeah.
London, yeah, London's at the bottom.
Oh, look at that.
Fantastic. Imagine if loads of mud water comes out.
You got to do it, man. When you've got a good find, you've got to take the risk. Oh,
that was a close one.
Luck in the muck, here we go. And he's stuck.
Yeah.
With all the excitement, you
Oh
son.
dear.
The sublime embossing reads Webb's Double Soda and Other Waters, Majesty, Islington, London. This delightful torpedo bottle was designed by William Hamilton in 1814 and was intended to be laid flat so that the cork wouldn't dry out and cause the carbonated drink to go flat. What a great idea. Now check out this beautiful enamel sign owned by John Alt. Thanks for sharing, John. What a glorious product it must have been back in the day. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. From bottles to bombs, well, cannonballs to be precise, and I couldn't leave out a mud venture on the hovercraft with Steve. Our hovercraft takes us all over, and we are the hovercraft history hunters. And coming in and my 8th best find, well, just watch, these cannonballs are incredible. Steve, we found another one.
No, well, not the same size.
Pretty much, man. Look, shell.
Bigger hovercraft.
How cool is that? Unbelievable. Oh look, there's something there. I've actually knocked. Something's been knocked off there. Oh man, look at the size of that beast. It feels even bigger than the last one. Right, let's get out on board. Biggest pair of balls I've ever seen. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I think it's about a 42 pounder. Flipping heck, man. Look at that.
Cannonball.
That is a proper cannonball.
There we go. Right, what we've discovered here is a medium-sized cannonball.
If this is medium, I'll see
Small to medium. If anybody wants it, they can have it as long as you pay the postage. Look at the size of it!
Can't get any purchase on these big balls.
There's two of them, look, and they're struggling to lift the ball between them.
I'm underneath it.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh. Flipping it! Look at the size of that beast!
That's a cannonball.
Are you sure it's cannonball, not like a finial for a gate on a Georgian mansion?
Imagine the size of the cannon that shot out.
Heck, they missed whatever it was.
The only other thing is, unless that's a 68 carronade.
Which is what?
Oh,
68 pound carronade.
yeah, for dislodging the ships,
in
innit?
Like real close range combat.
Yeah.
They either fired case or they could fire a 68 with a solid shot.
Oh, right.
And they're little snub things that you see literally right up on the bow of like HMS Victory and things like that. They're readjust.
Yeah?
That's all right. Yeah, we'll get it in then.
But this a bit.
You're going to have to sit that side and balance this out. Ooh. Quaif, they call that, don't they?
Have a buggy stuck.
Huh?
They call that quaif, that noise.
Alright, let's bring this bad boy home.
Right.
Got some handles on it, shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
I can't believe the size of it. Well, I'm going to have to put the camera down. It gives you a hand because I don't want it going through the hovercraft.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, Simon's going to do a bit of conservation work now.
Oh, beautiful. Yours had bigger lumps on it though.
Well, yeah, people said mine's bigger. Do you know what? I am gonna put them at the bottom of my garden, and people are going to say, "What a lovely pair you've got." Oh, that sounded nice. In the face, look.
It's not every day you can say you've had balls in your face.
No.
Just a little bit. I think that's about as good as it's going to get for now.
Oh, you're not as good as. Look what I've done. Look, my one's superb.
Yeah, but yours all came off in big lumps. I don't want to break it.
They're breaking. You're joking, aren't you? Could you imagine being on a ship and they was launching them things at you?
Oh my god, can you imagine lifting them and putting them in place? Literally just about lifting one person. Like, and it
Yeah, and people were shorter and all, weren't they? God.
Alright, I'm done. She's looking mighty fine. I'll roll that round there.
Yeah, your technique on that ball was superb, Simon.
Thank you.
yes. Oh.
That is it. That is the shot we wanted.
So I'm lucky enough to go out with different friends on the Thames foreshore, and this discovery was when I was with Jules. Now, he found it technically, but I restored it, done some research on it, and I cleaned it up really well and gave it back to him. So this is the 7th best find.
So Jules has just found what he thinks might be a big tar and cracking. Let's see if we can dig it out.
This is an early bicycle lamp, I do believe, probably carbide. And I don't know what's going to be left of it by the time it gets. By the time we get it out of there, but I think that might be part of it.
Also,
It
yeah,
goes round this side. There's a little bit of a side light.
glass
to it.
there, so you can be careful of that.
Yeah. Definitely an early light. Motoring. Probably bicycle, but
Oh, it's moving.
it is. Not quite.
When you flick it, shut your eyes so you don't get an eye for the mud.
I've had that.
Yeah, you don't realise.
We've had lots of that before. Get that thing a bit out there. Come round the side. Don't want to damage it. Oh, there you go.
It's out.
She's out.
Maybe I could take that and clean it up for you, mate.
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? I think that's part of it there. Let's have a look at that.
Oh, look, it's got little.
Yeah, it's got little side lights
wow.
in it. Yeah, it's lovely. It's an early bicycle lamp.
That's awesome.
It's alright, isn't it? Hey?
It's a great spot.
It's a good little thing, isn't it? Worth coming out for.
Absolutely.
We needed this, didn't we?
We did.
There you go. Do you think that's part of it there?
We'll find out. Yeah, I think it probably is. I think that's where you mounted it. It's upside down, isn't it? So that's,
Yeah,
that's the
that's
base. So that's where we wedged
This
in.
is where it would have been like you'd ride along like that, wouldn't
Yeah.
it? So all I need now is the penny farthing to go with it, which will be coming soon.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Stay tuned. What a nice thing. Look, there's the little
Wow.
part of the bracket.
Cool.
Hey, nice, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Here we go. Stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll clean that up and show you pictures later. Might even get a little light inside it, eh? I mean, that'll make a nice lamp, won't it?
Right, lovely lamp.
I love lamp.
Look at that. Perfect.
I just love the little
These,
faceted light on the side.
The side lights.
So here's the lamp. I've given it a bit of a clean so far. It's getting there, and I've just undone the latch that's been holding this bit shut, and it's good because I can get all the mud out. Look. So yeah, let's get rid of those. Give it a good clean, and there we go. Look. Yeah, amazing. There's the lens. You can see through that, and I'll let's clean it some more. So now we can read the beautiful embossing on top of this stunning lamp. It reads, the unique MB Co. NY, which stands for the Manhattan Brass Company, New York. It is indeed a bicycle lamp and would have been finished with a polished nickel, which is long gone, leaving behind this lovely brass finish. The Manhattan Brass Company began in 1865 and manufactured quality brass bicycle lamps and flat wick burners, all powered with kerosene long before the days of batteries. From this early postcard you can see that there were 4 models on offer: the Dazzler, great name, the Unique, our one, Frontlight, less imaginative name, and the Cyclops, fantastic. The company were assigned 39 lighting patents in all and produced all manner of lights, including the interestingly named Student Light. Its claim to fame was that it cast little or no undershadow and was mass produced and very affordable. I hope you agree that this cleaned up fantastically well and the light shines through those lenses wonderfully. If you've never commented before, why not let me know what you think? Now all we need to do is surprise Jules with it. I can't wait to see his face. Okay, so I met up with Jules again. We're going for a mudlark, and I wanted to present him with a very special gift. It's been a while since you gave this to me to clean up.
Probably about a year.
Yeah, here it is. Can you
wow.
whip the top off?
What is it?
Take the top, grab the top.
Oh wow! That's amazing.
You like it?
Yeah, it didn't look like that. Wow! That's fantastic, Si.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it. That's a really good. This is from New York, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's New York.
Yeah.
It's the Manhattan Brass Company. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's it. The
Yeah.
And what's it known as? It's called the Unique.
Unique, and they made a
Yeah,
few different. They made
that's
four
fantastic,
different
isn't it?
models of that, and this one they
Right.
got like the Queen and a few
Right.
other versions. And
Oh, it's come out really well, hasn't
It
it?
is.
I mean, how nice is that?
That's pucker,
I love
mate.
the side markers.
well,
as
there's something
but-
else I want to show you. I fixed this, right? That still works.
Yeah.
And also,
yeah.
if I unclip it there, right,
Yeah.
you can get inside
it, yeah.
and
Oh,
like
wow, what's
that little
that?
that's a reflective area. so it
Yeah.
helps,
To reflect the light.
and I've
yeah.
just stuck a little light in there for you. So whether it'll work very well on the foreshore, I don't know.
No, but it worked lovely in the living room.
We'll pop that in there. You have to sort of.
Simon, thank you very much, mate. That's
Oh, you're
superb.
very
That's
welcome.
really, really sweet of you.
You get a free light with it as well. So
Thank you very much.
it looked lovely. And you just close that
I'll
up.
check it tonight. Oh, I see it's flashing already. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's really
so
good,
you
isn't
can actually still lights up,
That's
and you can see
superb.
in the dark it works a lot better, obviously. And the little side lights, you can see the light through there as well.
Very nice indeed. And you know what?
What?
I've got an antique bicycle for it to go on.
I thought you say
So-
I've got an antique dealer who would love that.
No. I've got a 1920s butcher's bike.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
an open all hours bike,
Lovely.
and it will go very well on the front of that. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome, dude.
Superb. Cheers, buddy.
You're very welcome. There we go.
That's really nice, isn't it?
So naturally we find loads of coins here on the Thames foreshore. That's because so much trade has been happening on this river. It's pretty quiet today, but back then it would have been a hustle and bustle of industry. Now this coin goes back nearly 2,000 years and it's my 6th best find of the year. Well guys, I think I found a little Roman. Get in, look at that. Oh, fantastic. Pop me in my good luck charm. You know that. I'll throw your stick for you. There we go. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh well, I can't wait to go home and research that. I'm not going to clean it too much now, but that's beautiful. Stick around for the clean up and I'll do a little roundup and tell you what this is. Happy days. It's the first Roman I found on the channel, so excellent. Well, I am chuffed to have found my best ever Thames Roman coin. It's in remarkable condition considering its age, being minted in the early 4th century, and it depicts the bust of Constantine I, who ruled during 306 to 337 AD, 1700 years ago. The reverse shows 2 victories standing and facing, holding an inscribed shield. It truly is a wonderful coin, but London, or Londinium as it was called then, would have looked very different when this coin was dropped. There was a wall around the city to protect it from invasion, and only one wooden bridge, and that bridge remained the only bridge in London until 1750 when Westminster Bridge was built. Fun fact, the current London Bridge is some 30 metres upstream from the old Roman and medieval bridges that once stood there. So fast forward 1300 years and we're talking about the time of the Great Fire of London, and this is where I find this coin. It's spectacular and is my 5th favourite find of the year. Well, mud lovers, I've been scraping for about an hour. I've been finding beautiful little garnets and I've been finding nails, musket balls, run-of-the-mill stuff, but still exciting to find. However, just turned over a rock and I found a really old coin. I'm hoping it might be a trader's token. Anyway, come and have a look. It's really cool. There we go. There we go. Yes, that is... Well, it's definitely an old coin. It looks like it might be a trader's. It is a trader's. We have the 3 letters on there. And that is in tip-top condition. Oh, look at that side as well. Looks like a little wheat sheaf or something. Do you know what? That has made my morning. That is fantastic. 17th century. There should be a date on there. I think I can see, look at the top there. It says 16 something. Oh, well, we'll have to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to do some very light electrolysis, get that layer of thin crud off. Give it a nice little gentle brush with a fiberglass pen and see exactly who that is. There'll be a name of the trader, there'll be the street that they were residing at, and I almost got a big welly, but I don't care because I found a trader's token. Woohoo! Well, that cleaned up really well. I thought the coin had a date on, as so many of these traders' tokens do, normally around 1650s. But where I thought it was the date, it actually reads IORG, and is in fact the owner's first name, George. Literacy was pretty poor back in the 17th century, so they often spelled things how they sounded, and J's weren't quite invented yet, so an I was used instead. His surname is Carpenter, also spelt quite wrong, and lived in Wapping, also spelt wrong. His occupation was millman, again spelt wrong, which meant he sold portions of grain and corn meal, hence the name Millman. The letters on this side are his initials, spelt correctly this time, G, George, and C, Carpenter, and the S was the name of his wife. If we go back to the other side, there is a picture of a wheat sheaf, which most likely hung as a sign from his premises of work in Wapping, denoting what he did. So another mate of mine that I go out with quite often is Cuffs, and he's a diamond geezer. And it was with him during a night lark that I pulled out my 4th best find of the year. All those masts of the ships there. Pretty cool. Well guys, you never guess what, I saw a chain on the foreshore and I thought, give it a pull, because now and again there's something on the end, usually a padlock if you're really lucky, but I pulled it and it came away so easily. You got to come and look at this. I pulled up another anchor. Check it out.
Anchor?
Oh, hello, look what I found.
I thought you was calling me a whack.
Oh look.
Oh dear.
So there's a chain right here, and I thought, I'll give that a pull because you never know, something's there, look. That's where it's probably in a stone or something. Anyway, pulled it over here. Yeah, beautiful big anchor. Literally fresh out of the mud. Look at that, isn't that a beaut? I wonder if it's got another name on it like before. Another J. Jones maybe. God, you never know.
There, look.
What, on the end?
Yeah.
Do you know, I thought there was something there, but I've just rubbed it in.
Oh, I made it worse.
I know, that's what I've just done. Still. All the trouble is, it's still attached to that bloody chain.
Well, how far does the chain go?
goes into like a stone there. Come on, give it a tug.
That's it there, isn't it? No.
God, it's the longest chain ever.
Oh, that was mate. Oh, hang on, there's the end.
Oh, you got the end. Nice. That's probably in a big knot there. It's probably tied around a log or something. You can untie that. Do you know what? I lost my other glove as well. Oh. Do you know what? Imagine if it's tied to a padlock as well.
Tied to what?
Imagine if there's a padlock in here as well.
Or a boat.
So there's another that goes under there. Cool. Untying a chain. There you go. There, it goes down there, doesn't it? So that might come free.
What's that thing there? Is it on that? That's the folder there, I think.
Oh, is it?
Attached to that, I think.
Yeah, something there, look, which is grimed on. Anyway, I need both hands to do this. Anyway, you've seen the anchor. We're going to try now and get it up and yeah, put that in the old anchor collection. I can't leave that yet. That's too good. Sweet.
Right.
Some of it. Oh. Yes, we've got it. Fantastic, we got it out. Got a lovely old chain with it as well. Right, you can put this in your finds pouch or am I? It's like this. There we go. All right, look at that.
Definitely a W and a H there.
Well, we're just giving it a quick wash. Well, that's not great light in here, but we reckon there is maybe a W, a H, and maybe an I. You can see it's just
I reckon it says white. I reckon that's the guy's
Oh yeah, you can see it. I can definitely see a H here. Oh yeah, look, W there. H, I, maybe. Well, we'll definitely be able to clean that up. It's not as deep as my other anchor.
It's heavy.
Lily, what have you got in your mouth? So here's the anchor, and Nellie's come out to help me, getting in the way of the sun. You know, look, you can see there, definite W, H, I or T. Don't know. Looks like it definitely says white, and that's a really, sorry Nick, common name to research. So we may not find anything under that name, but we'll give it a quick clean up just to make that a little bit clearer and have a look. Yeah, definitely make out the letters W-H-I-T-E. That's awesome. Shame there's no first initial. But maybe there was a family of ferrymen or, who knows, sailors or barge workers under the name of White. We'll definitely look into that. But it looks really cool now because I've actually filled in the engraving with some white watercolour, so it's completely removable. You can wash it out, but I thought it'd be a good idea just to see how clear we can get it. So yeah, looking fantastic. As predicted, there are many Mr. Whites who are bargemen and lightermen over the years, and I have searched the old newspapers to see what I could find. And there are so many unfortunate stories involving Mr. White, it's hard to pick one. There are stories about various barge and lightermen called Mr. White, pulling bodies from the Thames. And even worse, in 1909, an angler pulled a baby and a woman up, which turned out to be a Mr. White's wife and child who had been missing since Christmas Eve. So sad. The least depressing story was the 1894 Great Silver Robberies. Was our Mr. White a bit of a tea leaf? Cockney rhyming slang for thief? The article reads, at the Central Criminal Court today, Walter Tagg, 26, labourer, Henry Brown, 18, labourer, and George William White, lighterman, who were convicted of stealing and receiving a quantity of silver, value £1,200, were brought up for sentence. £600 worth of property is still missing. White was sentenced to 5 years penal servitude, which means imprisonment and hard labour. Tagg to 10 months and Brown to 9 months imprisonment. Obviously, Mr. White was the ringleader here. But what happened to the missing booty? Was it thrown in the Thames? I'll keep my eye out. But what an amazing piece of social history. Our imaginations can run wild with the stories that this anchor could tell. Who was Mr. White and what was he all about? We'll never know for sure. So Britain's been using the Thames to trade with the entire world for hundreds of years. So it's not surprising we find objects that have been brought in from other countries. Now this coin really is a cracker, coming in at number 3. Well guys, look, I was just having a little look around here and a little coin seems to be poking out, ready to be plucked. Oh, do you know what? Could this be an old coin? Oh, what is that? Is that Roman? Oh, hello. Oh, nice if it is. Oh, that looks like a beauty. I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to give it a quick clean up. Matt, what do you reckon?
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
Bit of a mystery one, isn't it?
Yeah,
exciting!
Some Latin writing.
Oldie, isn't it? It's an oldie.
Yeah, yeah. You can see there's the star, there's the figure.
Good
The way it's been stamped.
Sweet. Yeah. Let's give it a quick wash. The tide's giving me a little treat of water. Don't drop it. That is a beautiful coin. I don't know what it is. Never seen one like that before. It's a first for the channel and it's a first for me. Ah, oh, lovely, look at that. Looks like it says angel or something around the side, or angle. Whoa, what a beauty. We discovered that this amazing coin does indeed read St. Paul, and it's a quattrino minted at the Vatican under Pope Innocent X and dates to 1644 to 1655. That's 10 years before the Great Fire of London. My mind is blown as to how he got here and what this coin has seen. The Thames anaerobic mud has kept it in cracking condition. You can see the papal tiara, the Pope's hat to me and you, over crossed keys, and even the name of the man who was responsible for minting it, FG, of Filippo Galeotti, and PMA means Pontifex Maximus Anno III, which is Latin for Supreme Pontiff, Pontiff meaning Pope, and the year 3, and Pope Innocent X on the right with the coat of arms in the centre. What a beautiful coin, and one I'll be recording with the Museum of London. Don't forget, if you want to try mudlarking, you need a permit from the PLA as a legal requirement. So it was hard to decide which was my find of the year, but coming in at a very close second is this bronze bust of one of the famous monarchs in British history. Check it out. Well guys, I've just found something really cool. I'm looking down at it. It could be something really amazing. It could be EastEnders' finest sculpture. If you watch EastEnders, you'll know what I mean. I'm really hoping this is what I think it is. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this before. Come and have a look. You see that? That's a bust. An actual bust. Now look, it looks like Queen Victoria. Could it be? Wow. Should we turn it over? You ready for this? Oh my goodness. That is the find, second find of the year. That's incredible. It's made of bronze. It's a bronze bust of Queen Victoria. How incredible is that? I've just found my find of the year, take 2. That is going to take pride of place in my house. It's straight off the countertop of the Queen Vic. What on earth are you doing in here, Mum? That's incredible. Can't wait to get that home and clean it up. Wow. I can't believe it. It's Queen Victoria. How you doing, Mum? Or is it Ma'am? Your Majesty. Oh, you're very welcome. Yeah, you didn't enjoy the mud of the Thames, did you? No, let's take you home and give you a lovely new home, shall we? Oh, you're very welcome, Mum. How incredible is that, guys? Queen Victoria, bronze bust. Bronze bust of Queen Victoria. What are you looking at? I know, it's an amazing find. Let's go and show Jules. He won't believe this. Jules! Check out my busts. You gotta come and look at this. This is gonna blow your mind. You ready for this?
I'm ready for it, go. Shut up.
See you, Jules.
What?
Bronze.
Bronze Queen Victoria.
How incredible is that?
Been stolen and thrown in there.
Well, she's mine now.
Looks like milk bolt to chain, doesn't it? Look at that.
Oh, it's heavy as.
Unbelievable. What? That's nuts, isn't it?
Oh man, it's incredible, isn't it?
She looks miserable. That's
Well,
fantastic, isn't it? How cool's that?
Well, she's a lot less miserable now she's out of the mud.
No, damn right.
She spent 100 years, probably face down or less, depends where it's come
She's
from.
amazing.
Isn't she great?
She's wonderful, yeah.
Oh, I want to kiss you, Mum. Give her a little peck on the nose. give her a little peck on the. I think I pulled.
I think you have.
So what a cracking find. I still can't believe I found that. But how did it end up in there? I told you you'd be asking yourself that question a few more times. Anyway, to tell you more about it, I went over to the Antiques Roadshow and asked their experts what they thought.
It's the last time I saw a bus like this. It was used in some grisly murder in EastEnders. This obviously isn't the one.
Oh, not that I know of, but you know, it could well be a prop, but you know, you're the expert, maybe you could tell me some more about it.
Well, tell me where it came into your possession.
Okay, so I'm a mudlark, and what we do is we search the Thames foreshore for any artefacts that are, you know, in interest. Usually we'd find coins with Victoria's bust on, and to find that was a typical mudlark going down there looking for things in the mud, and she was face down in the mud, and I plucked her out, and I couldn't, you know, I was surprised as anyone to realise that it was actually Queen Victoria looking back at me. So
This bronze bust, so it's taken from a Parian figure of 1897, Parian being the unglazed white porcelain, which looks like marble, for the 60th anniversary of the reign of Queen Victoria. And I think actually this sort of dates from that period. And what's odd is how did he get into the Thames, presumably, where you were mudlarking?
yeah.
And how long's it been there? And then how's no one spotted it?
Well, I've been doing it 10 years mudlarking, so I like to go to the places where I don't expect other people to generally go. Through experience, you know, it's a growing hobby. We all have permits to do it. I should mention the permits are very important. And you know, sometimes we like to go to the far-reaching areas where less people have been searching. So yeah, I literally was walking for miles and miles, and then that's where I discovered that.
The fact that you found it, the great thing is, one, you do it all legally, and two, you haven't over-cleaned it, because with this now, that becomes its new story.
Exactly.
And especially to you, so you've done the perfect amount of cleaning. Estimate auction, £300 to £400.
Okay, that's well, it's not for sale. It's going to sit on my window ledge looking out the garden, I think, for a long time.
Well, look, if you're going to have a mudlarking trophy, that's the one.
It does feel like a trophy as well when you pick it up. It's like a
It
celebration.
really does. Thank you.
Very well. So here we are, my number one find of the year. It's got to be this because of the history it holds. It's over 300 years old and it can just tell so many stories. I just love it. So check this out, my number one find of the year. Are we on full speed?
Yeah.
So a few years ago I found a tobacco tin, a Dutch tobacco tin dating to the 18th century, and when I found it, it was just slightly appearing out of the Thames mud, so it got the trail underneath it and slightly wiggled it out. And I've got another one here, but it's not as old, I don't think. It might be rubbish, but I've still got that little buzz. It could be something really cool. Let's take a look. Yeah, so here we are. Looks like it could be a tin, very much so. As you can see, I've already given it a little wiggle because I wanted to make sure it is what it is. That looks really cool, doesn't it? Oh look, it's got some engraving on it. Oh, what? I can see a date. I can see a date. I think it says 1917. Rob, you got to come and see this, mate. Wow. Let's wash it off. Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. A dated tin, 1715. Sorry, 1714. Oh man, the initials on it. That is so cool. Something on the back as well. Oh, it's hand engraved. Imagine if it's full of, I'm sure it's full of mud, but imagine if it's full of coins. Now these are generally tobacco tins, but what a personalised item. That is amazing. What does that say? Is that a 2 or an IB? I don't know. Fantastic. Oh man, made up. Look at that. You can see where it's been stuck in the mud all those years. Ah, oh, fantastic. What an awesome find. That's got to be my find of the year so far. Brilliant. So let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer beauty and age of such an amazing tin. In 1714, the War of the Spanish Succession ended, the Dutch were rioting over the rise of tax on beer, and the typewriter was invented by Englishman Henry Mill. The monogram on the front looks to be a mashup of a few letters. I can see a G, and an N, maybe an O, and a B. I'll take it to the Museum of London and let their experts work it out too. There is, however, a clue on the reverse. It looks like the person had a little practice first. Maybe they were honing their engraving skills before they worked on the front. On the underneath, it looks like it might be an N and then definitely a B. Unfortunately, the hinge was broken. The metal bar that held it together had perished, so I've used an old Thames pin that works a treat. Now it opens and closes perfectly. Imagine the last face the inside of this box saw before it was closed some 300 years ago. Well, we might be able to find out. So here comes the amazing bit. I said in the video that I saw some scratches on the inside.
There's something on the inside as well. I think it's just a couple of scratches.
So I took my eyeglass to have a closer look, and indeed there is. Not just scratches, but some more letters too. I can see a W and a B and a little diamond and some other doodles. But the best bit is what I think to be a surname. Can you see that? It's the word Bright. B-R-I-G-H-T. Wow, now if that is the surname of the owner of the tin, then that's incredible. Sadly, none of the records that I can access online go back that far. So I plan to take this to the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich as well as the Museum of London and ask if they have any records of a Bright in the Navy in 1714. Now I thought this was a Dutch tobacco tin because very often they are. The one I found in 2014 came from the Netherlands with its beautiful engraved tavern scene and Dutch writing. Now that was an amazing find, but this one has the date and most likely the surname of the person who owned it. And I believe Bright is an English name. So the tin is currently being recorded with the Museum of London and they're going to write up a record for me. And don't worry, they'll give it back. But as a permit holder, which is a legal requirement, we also are required to hand in anything that we think the museum might be interested in. So make sure you subscribe, hit the like bell, and I'll let you know any more information that I find out about it in the future. So there's one more find of the year that I want to share with you. Click this thumbnail to join me and Sean on an epic mud venture where he finds an absolutely cracking find. You won't regret it. So thanks for watching, mud lovers. Thank you for supporting me throughout the year, and hopefully next year is going to bring a load more treasures. If you want to support me, join the Patreon page, the link is below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next mud venture. Oh, and the tide's coming in, so I better go.